the chakras speak. I will not retreat, you can never compete. Your flesh is way too weak. I've been dealing, shedding skin till I make my way up. I'm out here stepping, repping, flow electric, time for the wake up. Got rid of them leeches, weakness, ain't no breaching. God is beside us, still ride with a in the fleece, I'ma up my piece if you trying to divide us. Still count my blessings, lessons, by confessions, go to the high up. These ain't come from the cause, we different in breed, could never deny us. I'm removing the scales from my eyes, I see through the lies, they pop, piper. Warfare with spiritual force, just fighting the demons, really for lifers. I was stuck in the state of me trying to survive. I was ready to rise and ready to thrive and cut off the poisonous ties. Ain't no heart in the game, but even the courage we live in the wizard of Oz. Get the money and change, we ruin the vibes and second and jiving. In a turbulent time, and we need a spiritual teaching to keep us alive. No more selling us lies or selling beside me while the enemy creating dangerous waters. The demise of falsely idols get exposed through code and morals. Ooh. I get the remedy, God is the centerpiece. Pray for my enemies, pray for my enemies. I get the tendency, you kinda finicky, huh? Dot on his head, dot on his nose. Follow the lamb, don't follow the goat. Pray for the homie, he died from. I've been healing, shedding skin till I make my way up. I'm out here stepping, repping, flow electric, time for the wake up. Got rid of them leeches, weakness, ain't no breaching. God is beside us, still ride with a cook in the fleece. I'ma up my piece if you trying to divide us. Still count my blessings, lessons, by confessions, go to the high up. These ain't come from the cause, we different in breed, could never deny us. I'm removing the scales from my eyes, I see through the lies, they pop, piper. Warfare with spiritual force, just fighting the demons, really for life.
Some of those in the silver-haired community would say it's a great day for golf, and it is, don't get me wrong, but we say it's a great day for football, and the roof is wide open here in Glendale at State Farm Stadium. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Arizona Cardinals. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start on the ground with Benson. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at 2nd down.
Let's go now. Go.
Now back to throw. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It'll be an Arizona first down on a gain of 17.
Here we go.
At the 47-yard line.
He'll look to throw. Finding his target, it's Trey McBride. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. The Cardinals now at 2-5 to start play. Now, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So, you know, they just want to come out and play well for their faithful. I expect them to do.
Oh, that's just not fair. And now room to run. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way you press the hole, absolutely perfect.
Short one here, caught by McBride. Sheds off the tackle. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Trey McBride, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals are on the board first here this afternoon. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And the Cardinals will go up 7-0.
Makes the score Cardinals 7, Seahawks 9. Jason Sanders sends the kick.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. looking to put a drive together.
Here we go. Here we go.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And right away, he lost the football. And this is recovered by the Cardinals.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Throw left side to Higgins. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be second down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 33-yard line.
Here we go.
He'll look to throw. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. Trey McBride, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. You talk about this Seahawk defense. They've been pretty good against the pass. Not amazing, but good. Number 13 in the league.
So prepping for this game, I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And
too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes. Big mistakes add up into points against you.
I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and this will remain a 1-touchdown game.
They had a chance there to really build a nice early lead, go up a couple of scores, but he doesn't hit that one quite right, and it winds up an empty possession.
Yellow, 43. Set.
They'll run with a 2nd-round pick from April's draft. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
Here we go. Set. Blue, 30.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. There's a short one caught by Arroyo. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Fight,
18. That's good for a Seahawks first down.
And caught it up. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop? Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked by Julian Love. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Here we go. 33. Yellow. Ready?
They'll try and run this one right up the gut. He's still on his feet. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A great play there with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are an extra point away from drawing level. Myers connects on the PAT. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
At their own 23-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Ready? Ready?
They run over center with Benson. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Here we go, set. Cougar 19.
They'll go again with Benson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
17. 18 Cardinal.
They'll look to throw here. And this pass broken up. And the contact well in time there. And now 4th down. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. Back deep, Rashid Shaheed. And this ball is going to be down now right at the 10-yard line. Good spot.
And I'm not sure if he got a little sloppy with his mechanics or just put too much juice on the snap. But either way, this one ends up out of the punter's reach. And now it's up to their defense to bail them out.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
58 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack.
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down. You look at this Arizona defense.
And they've shown the ability to play tough against the pass, currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here.
And this will be a Seahawks 1st down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
These two teams all tied after 1. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Strikers.
And now a handoff to Charbonnet.
Fights through, and now a crease.
Still going.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle.
Zach Charbonnet.
60 yards. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try to find a way to win.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
The key to any screenplay is all in the deception. And that means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short game.
A short one here, caught by McBride. And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
This one finds Wilson downfield. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. 25 yards that time.
Well, for teams that like to play man coverage, running corner routes can be tough on them because of the ability of getting into it. Sometimes you're squaring it off. Sometimes you're just rounding it. Sometimes there's a fake. Sometimes there's not. That makes it very, very difficult for a DB to stay with it.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Trey Benson, 29 yards. And the Cards are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Sanders on for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
Sanders set to kick off.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
On the return, the Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And the last time out, looking to repeat that, Charles's defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
On third down, they're going to run for it here. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 78 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
First down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
Let's go. Black, 95, ready?
Looking to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
Now a second and 10. Back to throw here. Now, quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Cards are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. A short one here, caught by McBride. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll make it second down.
Come on. 6, 70, Timberwolf.
First carry of the game for Brian Robinson. And he'll get it down to the play to the 37. 7 yards there and a first down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. A short one here, caught by McBride. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Cardinal first down on a gain of 13.
Cardinals first down. First and 10
Let's go now.
24-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. Pass complete there to Harrison. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Marvin Harrison Jr., 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Ready up.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
The Seahawks first down. First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Ready. Ready.
They'll look to throw here on first down. As it complete to Jackson Smith and Jigba. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
Right.
That's another Seahawks first down. It's a gain of
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it.
And the Seahawks
Touchdown! Elijah Arroyo, his first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Myers connects on the PAT. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
at the 26-yard line.
Backing 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. 70 Ranger. 70 Ranger. Check, 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 check. Ready, ready.
On first down, right back to Benson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12.
Panther 11, Panther 11. Chop 60, chop 60. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Hut, hut.
Back to throw. This is caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Marvin Harrison Jr. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Cardinals will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And they will take a 7-point lead.
Seahawks 21.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Oh, some strong running. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead, it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
2nd and 10.
Let's go. Set.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. Out right to Smith-Njigba. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Ready, set.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Going right back to Smith-Njigba. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down.
Ready?
A gain of 12.
Red, yellow.
First down, Seattle.
Set, hut. Ready.
Back to throw again. He's going to go for a big play downfield. That is incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
White, hut.
They'll look to throw again. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Cardinals are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
Second down pass. Intercepted. The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Let's go now.
They'll throw now on the final play. Short one here, caught by McBride. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Jason Sanders set to kick
It's
off.
been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
A big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. So into Cardinal territory now. It's first and 10 at the 34.
Ready?
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A great effort there with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Seahawks come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. The extra point now coming from Myers. He's got it. This thing's turning a bit wild here. We're tied at 28. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
I think as he began this throw, you saw that the area was congested, but he has a lot of confidence in his arm, and he fits that one in there nicely. They pick up the catch, not much yardage afterwards.
A give up the middle with Benson. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up the first down, keep the sticks moving.
And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's second down.
Stephanie! 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
They'll set up a throw. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 40. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Oh, what a move. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. The Cardinal passing game dialed in now. First down.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Come on.
A give. Here comes Benson. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up second down.
A gain of 2.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And they'll get to him short of the first down at about the 16. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And the Cardinals are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Well, he does have 1 touchdown in the game already, and while this one won't go for 6, it's enough to get him 1st and goal. But you and I both know he's going to be a little upset he didn't cross the goal line for a second time in this one.
Might want the ball here on the next play. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Come 19, come 19.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Now after the sack, here's 3rd and goal from the 20.
Brings up 3rd down and goal.
They'll try to run with Benson. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
For the field goal, a 27-yard attempt.
Sanders' kick is good, and they have regained the lead. So a response there to the touchdown, the opening drive of this third quarter, as they're able to reclaim the lead.
And I think you'll take that because obviously you'd like to be able to match them touchdown for touchdown, but the first order of business was to get the lead back, and they've done that. Now you want to give a good pep talk to your defense to take it from there.
After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Now they'll change things up. Back to throw now on first down. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll bring up second down.
But they certainly spread the ball around so far. They're definitely getting everyone involved now when you're throwing it to the fullback. It just shows how versatile this offense is and how everyone is a threat.
Here's a 2nd and 5. As Shaheed going to go in motion. Now he'll tuck this and run. And a loose football. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Well, that's unfortunate because he had a nice run going, but give credit to the defense. They got a hand in the cookie jar there, CD.
You have to think about vision, finding a place to get down after you know you've gotten all you can out of a run, and obviously ball security is paramount. In today's football, everyone's coming after the rock. You've got to make sure you protect it and protect the yardage you just gained.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. They'll drop to throw. Pass on the out route caught by Smith-Schuster. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. Our first carry for Tyler Algier. The 20. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A big pickup of 38.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Here we go.
They'll go with a keeper. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful for the yard out. And the Cardinals will add to their fourth quarter lead. We talk so often about how hard it is to win in the NFL when you turn the ball over. And here a late turnover leads to a fourth quarter touchdown and a 2-score lead.
And what's more important is being able to take advantage when a turnover presents itself. You've got to come up with points to make the other guy pay. They're able to do so here, and they've got a pretty good chance now of winning this football game.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Ready.
Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit. And he lost the football. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So into Cardinal territory now. It's first and 10 at the 44-yard line.
52 blaster. Hut.
Hands it off out of the gun. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort.
It's a gain of 17.
They'll set up to throw.
And the Seahawks.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Quick throw there is incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Down, 6, mega, hut.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll try and do this himself. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Walter Nolan make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. 3rd and long, you knew that he was going to throw it. He just couldn't find anybody to throw it to.
Yeah, and it shouldn't have been a surprise, but that was perfect execution of their nickel defense. That 5th defensive back, the extra defender, he really tightened up things downfield in coverage, and they were able to get to him in the pocket.
And it's incomplete. They could not convert, and they turn it over. The Seahawks go for it, but can't convert. And that will force a turnover on downs. The drive will begin with a run by Benson. He's able to force his way through one man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. 2nd down.
Yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Here's 2nd and 8. To the left side here, Wilson. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now it's 3rd and 4.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Here we go, shot.
Now back to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Here's Sam Martin now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And now a fair catch called for, and he'll indeed take it at about the 6-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. Over the middle and complete to Shaheed. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. And a good start there on first down. They've got to have this drive.
No doubt about it. Down a couple of scores. They have to find a way to put it in the end zone. Chunk plays, explosive plays. That will be the key to this drive.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Walter Nolan picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Here comes 2nd down.
Ready.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Back to throw here. And that will be incomplete. Try to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. He's going to try and take off with it. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now the Cards going to call another timeout. Their second, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here we go. This is 4th down.
Here we go. Ready?
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position.
On the ready. Tag. 60.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Well, trailing here in the 4th quarter, and that personal foul, that only adds to the hole that they're currently standing in.
Yeah, absolutely a bad job of just losing your cool and letting your anger take over. Mistakes like that, not going to help you at this stage of the game.
They've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
1st down. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Chop 60, chop 60. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Ready?
They'll run with Benson. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Pickup of 2. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Go. Pass the 60.
Now a shotgun snap as they look to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. This will cost him 11 yards there on the 2nd and goal sack.
Let's go now.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Able to get this one to McBride. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals, and they were spurred on by a strong performance.
You heard about a man, the lift controller, the lever king, I told you. Hop in and let the journey begin. Flight, anxiety flies, let you someone for life.